It's Denise Salcedo, and I'm hanging out with Tony Diazcervo. Tony, it is nice to have you out here. We are about to get started with UNF 5, but we are on the precipice of UNF 6 on March 25th. So first off, I want to start out by asking you, I know you're out here supporting your good friend, Raeshawn Roland, who will be on the UNF 6 card. Tell us a little bit about, your thoughts on UNF in general.
Yeah, I'm so impressed by UNF. Ever since Raeshawn, introduced me to them and I saw him for his first fight. We have our teammate David fighting for the belt today. So I'm very impressed with the promotion. I want to fight here. I'm like a little jealous that I'm not on this card right now, but I'm excited to see the fights tonight. And also I just envision myself in there, so I'm ready.
I can see you. I can see you feeling like very giddy, like you're like aching to
I
get out there, You're like, I want to be in there and do the thing. So tell me a little bit about your background, how you got started in MMA. What's this journey been like for you?
Oh, definitely, yeah. I'm originally from New Jersey, so I started my career in New Jersey. I grew up doing martial arts since the age of 2, so all my life I was training martial arts. I'm a third-degree black belt in martial arts. So when I made that transition into MMA, I started learning jiu-jitsu and wrestling, and then when I moved to California, I found the first gym I ever went to was GTA, and I didn't need to go anywhere else. That was the gym for me, and ever since, I went on a 3-0 win streak, and I'm excited to continue that and just evolve in MMA and get everyone to learn the name. Yeah.
So let's talk about this. 2 years old, you got your start. How did that happen? What is it? What happened at 2 years old that all of a sudden you're like, I got to go get in, to mixed martial arts?
Honestly, my personality in general is like I'm not much of a fighter as far as like trying to fight people outside of fighting, but I'm a competitor for sure and an athlete, and I love to challenge myself. So growing up in martial arts, my whole family are martial artists. They're all black belts. So that was a competitive household of just, training, fighting all the time, teaching martial arts. So it's kind of just, it's a lifestyle. Whereas, I don't take this as, even if I wasn't fighting, I'd still be doing martial arts. I'd still be training MMA. So it's a way of life, and this is kind of a test to see where I'm at every time I fight. It kind of challenges me and tells me where I'm at in my martial arts.
I was about to say, with everybody in your family somehow involved in MMA, it was like you almost didn't have an option to not get involved. Like, what would you have been like looked down upon? Like, what was were you kind of like, you have to do this? What was the whole vibe?
I think I honestly surprised them because what I do for my career outside of fighting is modeling and acting, and it's very counter to this. So I think yeah. So I surprised my family when I said I'm going to continue fighting and continue pursuing my other career. So this is more for me, and it's always been for me and what I can prove and what I can do. And I feel like what I was put on this earth to do. Yeah.
So what do you do when you're hurt but you got a model? Like, how do you make sure, like, do you time things out where you don't take gigs when you're training for fights or after a fight? Like, how do you make sure you don't show up to the job with a black eye?
Well, that's happened before, but no black eyes. I haven't gotten hit yet in any of my fights in the face, so that's a good thing. Yes. But I've shown up to shoots and stuff limping and whatnot. But the key is to not get hit, But I can only do that for so long, right? But no, I just think that everything has a timing, and when you put your full effort to it, and you just challenge yourself, I think it's better to put yourself to the test versus to back down from challenges, especially when it comes to things you're passionate about.
So where do you get a bigger reaction? When you tell people in MMA that you do modeling, or when you tell people in modeling that you do MMA? Who reacts like the most surprised?
That's a good question. I honestly don't know. I think I guess they assume I'm a model, for starters. And then they're like, you fight too at the same time? So I guess that would be it, yeah.
Yeah, that's really cool. Tell us about some of the modeling gigs that you've gotten. What are some of the cool things that you've done as a model, some of the brands you've worked with? I'm very curious about that.
Yeah, I've ever since I moved to California, it's been 2 years, so I just got started in my modeling. I've worked with some big brands and a lot of fitness brands, so kind of right up my alley. The great thing about my modeling is I like to implement my martial arts, so a lot of my shoots have showcased my martial arts, and I like to tie them both together for sure.
That's really freaking cool, man. I love that. That's really awesome to get. You don't meet somebody every day that's like MMA fighter and model. Like, it's two totally different worlds, right? It's definitely so crazy. What would you say, like right now, are some of your goals within MMA in terms of things that you want to accomplish? I know you mentioned wanting to work here for UpNext Fighting, but also some of your additional goals. You know, what's the plan?
Yeah, you know, I feel like I have lofty goals. You know, I really want to dream big, you know, and aim big. And, you know, but I like to take one thing at a time and one fight at a time for sure. So my first step is to, you know, continue my streak of being undefeated and then go pro and then see where that leads me, you know. And, yeah, I'm excited. I know I can do it. I know I have the skills. I know I have the heart for it. And I have the team for sure that can help me get there.
Alrighty, well, Tony, it was nice to chat with you. Thank you so much, and I can't wait to see you at UpNext Fighting.